It's a model pioneered in cities like Santa Barbara, San Diego, and Seattle, and now a local advocate wants to bring it to Ontario. Safe lots for homeless folks living in their cars. 6 on Your Side's Madeline White went to Oregon to learn how.
With the closest overnight homeless shelter about 40 miles away in Nampa, one group of concerned citizens here in Ontario, Oregon tell me they're seeing more people sleeping in their cars than ever before.
I know of at least a couple people who park in places that are really unsafe.
Ontario community advocate Christopher Plummer wants to provide some relief for homeless folks living in their cars.
We do have a fairly low-income community in Ontario. They can't find housing because housing is so expensive, so they'll park in a lot thinking that they're okay.
But Plummer says they're often not okay, and for a couple reasons.
They'll go to work and come back and find that their car's been, ticketed, or worse yet, even that they get trespassed, and that's one more space where they're not safe for the night. And they just worked an 8-hour shift and they're trying oh, where am I going to go?
That's why Plummer says safe lots should be considered in Ontario.
Also, the police can kind of cruise by and make sure they're safe.
Safe lots are parking spaces designated for homeless folks living in their cars to park overnight without trouble.
My goal is to start with 5 or 10, do a pilot program, see how that goes.
When it comes to finding locations for these lots, Plummer hopes to strike a deal with the city, area businesses, or the greater community, but is preparing his rebuttals to any kind of not in my backyard mentality he might receive in return.
There's a lot of stereotypes that come with homeless people, and unfortunately those stereotypes are not pleasant, so we kind of have to break down some of those barriers.
In Ontario, Oregon, Madeline White, 6 on Your Side.